Alright then folks, welcome back to the Vogue Auto Group YouTube channel. Today I've got something a little bit different for you. Well, not a little bit, quite a bit. If you're looking for something for the summer to get away in, where you can just decide on a Friday afternoon, do you know what, we fancy going Cornwall or the lakes or whatever, then this is the perfect vehicle for you and your family to get away in over this summer. You can just literally, like I say, decide on a Friday afternoon that you want to head off somewhere and off you go. So without further ado, let's have a look round her. So in the cab, obviously it is very van-like because it is a van that's been converted into a camper van. So realistically, the only thing that's been touched in the front is that we've got these RS leather seat covers that have been added to the van, and they look really nice. They're very comfortable and they've got a really nice leathery smell, which I really like. Apart from that, the van itself is just a standard kind of transit van, but functional, has lots of cubby holes. Obviously I have a transit, so it's very similar to mine inside. You get lots of storage space in a transit in the cab, which I think is really good. So you get a couple of dash sort of glove box compartments. You get the actual glove box, which is on the passenger side, as well as one above the actual glove box there. My favourite thing about these vans is that you get an armrest. I'm always leaning on it, like I'm just chilling on it like this all the time. It's so comfortable to drive. Obviously vans these days don't really even drive like vans anyway, they're pretty car-ish. Also, another thing, you actually get a little phone holder on the dash as well, which is pretty handy. Obviously if you don't have a sat-nav built in, which this one doesn't, then you can just stick your phone in there and you can have your sat-nav on. Right, so let's have a little go. Not really been blessed with the best weather for today to show you this little summer beaut, but that's life, isn't it? So to start with, it obviously drives like a van because it is a van. But everything is so smooth and seamless in these vans now that you really, other than the seat position and like your ride height, you feel like you're driving a car anyway. So it's not too dissimilar to just driving like a larger sized car stroke kind of SUV type thing with your ride height and everything like that. But comfort wise, the seats have come on a long way and everything's just a lot better about these vans nowadays, so they're just so comfy to drive. So if you are going to be doing long journeys or anything like that, you know, if you're going to be heading to the coast in this, which I hope that you will, or if you go to the lakes or into the Peak District or to Norfolk or wherever, you can even go to Europe in this or wherever you want to go, then you're going to have a nice comfy drive there, and a reliable one too, since it's a Ford. I've not had any issues with mine. I'm coming up to 7 years of ownership with my Transit, and I've had it from new and I've not had any problems with mine whatsoever. It's so smooth, the gearbox is so smooth and nice. If you're a family man, woman who has been sort of umming and ahhing about getting a camper or something like that, especially with summer on the way, this is when people start to look for campers. You can use these all year round, it's not just a summer thing. You will get lots of use out of it. And if you're a family, we can also, if you were looking to buy this van, get a pop top fitted as well, which then gives you an extra 1/2 people can sleep in there, depending on the size of your kids, if your kids are going to be sleeping up there. Same with the rock and roll bed, you can get 2 people on there pretty comfortably. Obviously you're staying away from home, so it's not a complete home from home, but it's better than sleeping in a tent, isn't it? Like, does anyone actually enjoy sleeping in a tent? I'm not so sure that they do. I think they're lying when they say that they do. It is literally, you know, you just up and go. If you decide on a Friday afternoon that you fancy popping here or there or whatever, literally get you, the family, the dog, get them all in and off you go for the weekend. Lots of memories to be made in a camper van. I grew up, my dad actually owned a motorhome dealership, so I was very lucky to just pick a camper on a Friday afternoon and we'd head off to Blackpool or Rhyl or Towyn, anything like that really. We'd just head out for the weekend and that was it. And I can just remember all these fun things that we were doing and where we went and all that kind of stuff, just from having a camper, do you know what I mean? Like, I know, like I say, I was lucky that my dad actually owned a dealership, so we could and just pick any and go. But if you have the chance to buy one, then I would definitely tell you to do it, because it is definitely such a good family experience. I think even if you're not into camping, it doesn't actually feel like camping, because obviously, like I say, you're not sleeping in a tent, it's not all cold and wet and gross, do you know what I mean? You're in a nice warm van, it's fully insulated, so there's no complaints, do you know what I mean? She's ready to go. Do you know what, if you're looking for a camper van, I know people always consider like the resale of a camper van, but it's something that you can have for years, like you can hold on to it for years, so I don't really think you need to be too concerned about the resale value, and obviously that is why a lot of the time, other than the image of the whole V-dub kind of life, that is more of the reason why people go for the VWs with the T5s and the T6s, but it's going to cost you a lot of money. So this van is priced at $24,995, and that is an absolute steal for something like this. If you want to get a VW or anything like that, you can throw another 10 grand on that straight away. Probably got more miles as well than this. This is just nearly coming up to 100,000. Yeah, you're not going to find value for money, I don't think, with a VW, do you know what I mean? I'm a Ford gal, so I'm head over heels for this van. I think it's an absolute beauty, and I think you'd be silly not to get it if you're considering getting a camper van. You know, if you've come into some money or something, you want to do something with it, like don't get that family car, don't do it. It's useless. It's a family car, like you ain't using it for anything other than just getting from A to B, do you know what I mean? You can't use it for anything else, it's not a useful vehicle. Whereas getting a camper, you just won't regret it. You just won't regret getting a camper. They're just amazing. So this van benefits from coming with brand new tyres all round. It'll have a new MOT as soon as you are buying it, so it'll be good to go. And the wheels that these brand new tyres sit on are 20-inch sort of OZ spoke style wheels. They come in silver, and they just go with this van so well. With the M Sport stickers on it, I just think it makes it look really nice. It's got all the body kit on it too, but if I'm being honest with you, I've got an M Sport that is an original, like, factory M Sport, and the quality of the bumpers is absolutely shocking. So if you've got an aftermarket kit on a van, you're definitely winning in life, because those original M Sport bumpers, and they'll even tell you themselves if you're in any like transit custom forums or anything like that. When the then MSRT came out, there was a lot of sort of manufacturing, and there was a lot of changes made to all of the sort of body kits and everything like that, because they didn't actually think it was going to take off the way that it did, which I find that quite surprising, to be honest, because who doesn't want a cool looking van? I don't know, like, so obviously my van is one of the original ones, and they didn't really put that much effort in when it came to it, and it shows. If you're looking for a good sort of M Sport style kit and stickers and everything, then this is a really nice looking van. They've done a really good job with the kit and everything like that. It's very clean as well. The white with the blue is obviously just the classic Ford M Sport rally colours, which is how the M Sport vans actually came around. They were like an anniversary sort of thing for the M Sport rally team, and they decided to do some commemorative vans. They did the Transit Connect as well. So it's not about speed, this van. As I was saying before, it doesn't drive like a sack of do you know what I mean? The suspension and everything, it still feels comfy, it's not dead bungy or anything like that, and I do think the weight of the actual camper conversion helps with that. Like, it makes it feel a lot more planted and a bit more stable to drive. So if you were going to be using this as a daily, then I don't see why not. It's a nice van. I'm so biased because obviously I drive a van every day that I don't see anything wrong with it. So engine wise, there's nothing speedy or zoomy about this van. You will be able to get it remapped. MPG wise, when I flick through the computer here, she's running at 37.6 MPG at the minute, which that's pretty good to be fair. Mine's only at 32 miles per gallon. I do drive it like a bit of an animal, to be fair. I'm so good about the weather today. This is really not the weather to be talking about a camper that you want to go out and enjoy summer in. It's it down right now. But if you had this camper, you'd be driving around full of hope, buzzing, that as soon as there's a glimpse of sun, you're out there, you're off on your hollybobs. The good thing with Vogue is that if you are interested in getting this camper van, which I do think you should, they're always looking to buy cars. So if you are interested in selling a car you've got, or you obviously need to sell your car to buy a camper or something else, don't be scared. Get in touch with them at Vogue and they will be happy to help you out with giving you a good price for your car or vehicle, whatever it may be. Obviously vans, they buy vans, they've got caddy vans, they've got this transit, so you never know. You may as well get in touch and see, as they're usually interested in buying anything, and I mean anything. Yeah, so if you're interested in getting a camper, I honestly can't stress enough how amazing this van would be for your life. Yeah, she's beautiful. Check out the Vogue website. I'll have it linked down below in the description. And if you're not subscribed already, obviously do make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss out on anything new that's coming into Vogue. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Catch you later, guys.